Hi guys, it's Ray here from bit of a wobbly stream to start with, but fingers crossed it will sort itself out. Hi Cobby, how you doing, mate? Hope you're really, really well, mate. I'm just gonna get this on. How you guys doing? Hope you had a busy Sunday, or at least had it full of fun. Let's see. Oh, yes, how you doing, mate? I hope you're really well. Yeah, you're on first, Cobbin. I think was it you who got that like press straight away? JG19, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Football fan chat. Hi, I'm very well. Very, very tired, Chris. And Zip publicly, how you doing, mate? I'm absolutely bushed because I came up on Friday from. I'll quickly tell you. I came up on Friday from London. I had a lot of preparation for this work we were doing at the castle, and so I got back 4 hours sleep on Friday night. It went to bed about 1, up at 5, and then last night I got back 3 hours sleep, so it was even worse. And today was a little bit warmer and more humid. Well, humidity was about the same as yesterday, but it was a lot warmer today. So I'm absolutely bushed. I just want to get to bed. But I've got this stream. I've got a podcast to do after this. Then I've got to do a bit of packing for going back to London. I've got to be up at 5 again tomorrow. But after that, during the week, I'll get some rest. My kids are doing some robotics courses and stuff. No, can't do. Yeah, good football fan chat. Maybe in the next before the season starts, we'll try and get more people on. Cobby, what are your impressions on Angelino? Some of our fans have been having a meltdown on Twitter. I don't think they're our fans. He's been playing at other clubs for, was it 4 years? New York City FC, NAC Breda, PSV. He's not into the City system. He's not into the City way of playing. So the guy needs time. He needs time. Hi, Carl. Hope you're very well, mate. Hi, Mike. Good evening to you. No worries, Chris. I'm going to be gone just before 10. I've got a podcast at 10, and I'm absolutely bushed. I've not even done the research for the podcast yet. I know half the stuff already, but half the stuff I don't. I do the Bolt from the Blue podcast tonight, Football Fan Chat. That should be out sometime tomorrow morning. Thiago Almada, dubbed the next Messi. And I was looking at that. I've not seen it go through on the wires. Is it official? I've not seen it go through as official yet. I mean, basically what I'm going to talk about today, there's not, as usual. So if Chris has blocked you, then you can answer now. Chris, Football Fan Chat wants to know why you blocked him. There you go. But let's keep it on this channel. JG19, I never normally get time to come on the live videos, but I always watch them back. Really appreciate your work. Thanks, JG. Very much appreciated your comments. Football Fan Chat. How did you sort out that collab with Football Terrace? What collab? Football Terrace, you mean, I forgot his name now. Terry Fluids. I know Neeks, so I've done some stuff with Neeks before. So Neeks did that Arsenal video that went viral-ish with 50,000 views. Because of Neeks, I was interviewing Neeks. I was meeting Neeks to talk about the Champions League and other stuff. And Terry was around as well, so we just all got together. Mike James, where can I listen to that podcast? And I believe it is. Oh, no, I've not seen it officially. I'll have another look then. I've been having a look today to see what's going down. Yes, SoundCloud. It goes on about 3 different platforms. But if you follow Bolt from the Blue on Twitter, he's always tweeting about when the stuff comes out. So you follow him. I mean, I'll be retweeting it on Twitter anyway. But Mike James, my team 143. I'm shattered. Did you score, Mike? That's all. Well, I know you're fullback, but did you score? That's what we want to know. Did you play well? Wow, up to six negatives in the space of 5 minutes. Wow. I wonder who's been doing that. Anyway, let's not bother. Yeah, I did. We try and do a podcast after every game. It doesn't always happen. Last season, it was usually the day after a game, but it depends on itineraries, health. So we did a podcast after the City game against West Ham, and now we're going to chat a little bit about the game yesterday against Wolves and a few other topics as well. It's hard work, mate. It's only 2 hours. I say it's only 2 hours. Normally, I'd have done a video in the morning. Let me just turn that noise off, that buzzing noise. Hey, I'm back. That's my fridge. My fridge is knackered. My fridge is knackered, guys. So, yeah, my fridge is knackered, so it's making that noise. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one in the next before my wife and kids come up in a few weeks. Mike James, I made a mistake. Ray, I was a little shaky. Defensive country did well attack wise. I set our striker up, but he tried to go around the keeper. Hi, Mukund. How you doing, mate? Great, Mike. Thanks for your help, Cole. So what can we talk about today? There's not obviously a lot. And we can talk about Almeida, but I've not seen it official. We can talk about, what I'm going to talk about is these clowns like Rummenigge at Bayern Munich, and the clowns, I think, at a lot of the newspapers. Hi, Bernard. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, the wife and kids are in London. I'm back off in the morning, so I'll be there in the afternoon. I have a blister on my foot and a scrape on my shin. Don't worry, mate. I've got blisters all over my hands for the last 2 days making bubbles at this castle. So Jiminy Cricket, Brandon Wallace. I missed that. Sorry, Brandon. Yeah, goons. Doesn't matter, Chris. Let the goons. You know, you'd have thought they'd have given up by now. You know, you'd have thought they've had enough. But yeah, you know, when you got nothing else to do. But let's go. Thoughts in here, HRH. You have to. His Royal Highness. You have to tell me who HRH is. When Abdi Hakim Mohammed looks like Maguire's going for 80 million to United. That's what it seems to be now. Mike James, there have been some crazy news. Barca wanting Bayern to buy Sané so we can buy Dembele so they can go and buy Neymar. Ain't happening. I honestly don't think we will buy Dembele. You know, I'm interested in the guy to see if he can be back to the player was at Dortmund, but it ain't happening. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I was working today. I was doing. Thought I'd dress up. Thought I'd dress up today, Mukund. No, won't be fan chat. Yeah, Bernard. I might have met HRH, but no thoughts on him. I met a couple of. So let's start off. Let's start off with this plonker. I mean, I'm going for it tonight. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, and what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has said. I don't know if Pep knows everything that goes on in his club. Yeah, well, I'm sure Pep doesn't know everything that goes on, but the way Bayern are going, this is my feeling. Okay, I'm not even going to say much else about Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. The way Bayern have done it. If I was City now, I don't want City to sell Sané. Even if Sané wants to go, I don't think Sané wants to go. I do not want City to sell Sané now. I want them to stick 2 fingers up, the proverbial 2 fingers up at Bayern Munich, and tell them to sling the hook. If Sané starts to cause trouble, yeah, send him home. Fine him, send him home. If he wants to leave and he wants to cause trouble, fine him, send him home. I think it's right now is a good time to stick him on gardening leave for the last 2 years of his contract. If he gives us any hassle, I don't have any doubts he won't give us that. I think he's committed to City. But Bayern Munich, all this rubbish. So yeah, if he turns around and says, I want to go to Bayern Munich, I'll tell him to sling his hook. I'll tell them to sling their hook. I'm now sick and tired about it. Chris Wells, would you recommend streaming? Absolutely, Chris. I have a great time with it. If Streamlabs is working, yeah, you never know. It happened to me where it was working fine and then suddenly it stopped working. I've used this other stuff, but this StreamYard is the best for me. StreamYard has never let me down. Mike James, I think, really looks more like Scarface, the 70s Italian gangster look. Well, you know, I'm dressing smart. Sometimes I have, you know, I won't tell you too much, but I've got a lot of clothes, absolute shed loads of clothes, a lot of shirts, stuff like this, you know, frilly shirts and whatever, just for wearing for fun when I used to go out on the town or whatever. Yeah, so sometimes with work, can dress smart. So I just haven't had time to change. I rolled in at my mum's, I had something to eat, come straight here. Haven't even unloaded the car yet. Am I going to get the paid version? I might, Football Fan Chat. Whenever StreamYard say you have to pay for this, if I haven't got 1,000 subscribers by then I'll get Stream. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know how much it is, but I'm tempted because I like the invitations, and you can get 6 people on. That's going to be one hell of a stream when you can invite 6 people. Danny Tuomi, have I been moonlighting tonight with the 70s Soul group? I wouldn't mind if I could sing. Nope, Football Fan Chat, not yet. I'm still looking. I can't. This is the thing. A lot of the Liverpool fan sites, they're all big on talk, but you know, they don't walk the walk. I've got nobody yet. I want a big channel that's in Liverpool. I want to be able to. I don't want someone down in London. If I can do it, I wanted to do it this weekend. I'd have gone to Anfield or got them to Manchester and done it outside one of the grounds. That's what I would like to do. And yes, whoever's listening, all those goons, knowing what I'm up to, I don't care. Okay, copy me if you want. Cobby, what I don't understand about this Wild Sane thing is why the club is so quiet about it. It's very unsettling. Why won't they just come out and say Sane is still? I think my worry is the issue is they know it's in Sane's. They think it's in Sane's court. If the club come out and say Sane is going nowhere, and Sane is still, if Sane is 98% likely to sign and 2% likely not to, and we come out and saying he's going nowhere, he might think we're telling him what to do. We're forcing him to, you know, and he might really be upset about it. So I think they're just not saying anything. Yep, Football Fan Chat. $25 a month is basically $250 a year, or $300 a year. Wow, way too expensive. Way too expensive. And if I can get it for a month, I might do it. But absolutely no. The thing is, I don't know if there's anybody else like this that offers this kind of service. If there was, and they offer it at a good price, they'd be inundated. So StreamYard are probably, and if they're one of the first doing it like this, they're in a browser. Maybe they're just trying to coin it in, but someone's going to copy them and take over. Thanks, Cole, for that. Bernard, sure, you could have diffused this just by saying he's flattered by Munich, but he could have done it. And anytime he wanted to say it, Sane, or anytime the club wanted to say it, but no one said anything. Part of me wishes they're just letting Bayern Munich blow themselves out, blow a lot of hot air and blow themselves out. Yeah. Like the big bad wolf. You know, part of me is hoping that City are treating Bayern Munich like the big bad wolf from Three Little Pigs, and City are in the house made of bricks. And that big bad wolf is threatening City, threatening to blow our house down. Yeah. And he can huff and he can puff. But Karl-Heinz Rummenigge and that convicted criminal Uli Hoeneß, they cannot blow City's house down. Yeah, can't blow it down. And I tell you what, if anybody else has ever used the Three Little Piggies in an analogy for City, I want to see that. I want to see that analogy. Bayern Munich can huff and puff as much as they want. They ain't going to blow our house down. No chance. Let's have a look. Football Fan Chat, thoughts on Nick's video going viral? Were you unhappy with it being filmed? Why do you think it went? No, I knew it was being filmed. I actually started talking to Neeks himself, and I was making fun of him because he's a United fan. So I was having a laugh at him, and then these Arsenal fans started giving it large. And I knew it was being, obviously, I knew it was being filmed, which is probably why I control myself just a little bit better than I might have done, because those Arsenal fans were really asking for it. And why it went viral, I don't know. You know, it's one of it was like a rant, like the Arsenal fan TV stuff. It was that kind of thing, and that kind of thing sells. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was hamming it up. So I was over exaggerating for these guys. I was hamming it up. Neeks, it's a funny thing about Neeks' channel. He doesn't get a lot of views. I know he's not watching me, so I can say that. If you look at his channel, he doesn't get many views. So now I was kind of hamming it up and over exaggerating and over elaborating and overreacting with these kids. But these kids deserved, slap on the pants. They were absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to see if I've got some water here, guys. I need a drink because it's been a really hot day. So I'm going to drink from the bottle. Apologies if you think that's a little bit vulgar. But I need a drink. So it went viral. I'm quite happy. I was shocked when it done 50,000. But some of the videos I did last year did really well. The video I did with on Claudio Gomez, videos that I did with Robbie, yeah, because quite frankly, I was the only one who was going down and doing that sort of trip. That was commitment, to the channel. So I met Robbie, did those, went to Wolves, met the people from Ultimate Football. Was it Ultimate Football Fan? Robbie's program on Channel 4. They wanted me on telly, so I did the telly slot. They've asked me a couple of other times. I just haven't had I think they've asked me 3 times now, and I've just not been able to do it because it's a long way. It's basically 2 days out your schedule. And especially with my wife working in London. If they ask me in August, yes, I'll go because it's living in London in August. It's local-ish. But when I had to go down before, I think I went down one day was it the Thursday? Did the filming Thursday night or Wednesday night, whenever it was, and then came back up the next day. So basically, you're losing 2 days of your time, and I haven't got 2 days to. I can't afford to lose 2 days now. Cobby, you've been trying to get the Man City TV. Good luck. I haven't. Yeah, Cobby, we know this. The problem with City is they do some really good stuff and some really bad stuff. So the City website, rubbish. The launch of this City TV, rubbish. City Matters, some people are saying rubbish. The new away tickets things, rubbish. Support services, rubbish. There's a lot of rubbish. The way City treat the fans and a lot of other clubs, rubbish. CJW, who cares who's blocked? Come on, CJW, move on. We don't want to use language like that. CJW, I'll say it's my stream. We don't use language like that, CJW, please. Okay? I don't, Spencer's whoever, is it supposed to be his mother involved with that? Yes, football fan chat. I'm not going to pay that sort of money unless I have to. Yeah, I mean, obviously now I'm struggling to the numbers. I'm just going to try and have a quick look. The numbers on the channel have not dropped, but they're not zooming ahead. And I'm not going to get that 1,000 as quickly as I would like. I can't open this. So yeah, I'm going to have to work something out. Mike, just apparently the City TVs on LG and Sony smart TVs. It's supposed to be going on other TV. Well, I've got a Samsung. I've got Apple TV on my phone, and obviously I've got a lot of Apple products, but it's not compatible. I think it's going to be compatible in the next release of the operating system. Am I talking about? I've not. If there's a film, I've not watched things like The Godfather, Scar. I've not watched any of that. You can have a think. Burner was probably shocked, but I don't. Seasire is using his magic on Juventus. Kane was on fire. I've not seen did the Juventus lose to Spurs? I heard a 3-2 while I was on the radio driving home. Did you see any more arrivals coming in? Chris Welsh, unless there's something spectacular, I don't. And then other topic I want to talk about Mbappe, because last week Mbappe started he said some nice things about Pep, and there's a lot of sideways rumors that Mbappe was looking for a way out of PSG. And he, talking nicely about Pep. It was all, by the looks of things, just hot air, because apparently now Mbappe is going to sign a new contract with PSG, and he's going to be, I think, their highest paid player, more than Neymar. So all this, kissing up to Pep and City was just to make sure he got a new contract, a bumper new contract. It's the way it is. People use City for all sorts. So, Chris, I don't see any more major arrivals. Some kids, yes. How did you get the collaboration with Robbie? I think Andy actually, it was simple, contacted him, and we went down. I went down and met Robbie. So it was as simple as that. If you contact him, because there's no one else really who does what we were doing at the time with his. I'm not sure what Stephen was doing. Stephen's, I think, started to get other fans on his channel for previews. I don't think he was doing it at the start of the season. Pretty sure he wasn't, but hey, I could be wrong. So he just, but I don't remember him doing anything like that, and suddenly he's doing that. So hey, it's a free world. You can copy other people if you like. I know people are copying some of the stuff I do. I'm not sure saying my stuff is brilliant, but I know some people are watching, copying, and commenting. It's going to be hot this week, Bernard. Not cool for me. I don't want it to be hot. I like mid-20s. See you, football fan chat. Have a good evening. Shorts all week for Bernard. Genesis, come on. I'll put this up, Genesis. Okay? That's not the language we like, Genesis. So for that, I will do it this time. I'm going to do this. I'm sorry if you don't like it, Genesis, but Genesis seems to have gone. Mike James, some clueless. Hi, Sea Dog. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Mike James, some clueless City fans are saying we should take Alaba for Sane, even though we have 3. Stupid, crazy, bonkers. Yeah. Can I say anything else? There's 3 comments. Was City fans like this before the takeover? City fans were quite realistic. We were just happy. If you've been through the thin times we had in the Championship, as it is now, or the First Division as it was then in the Second Division. If you've been through Stuart Pearce's tenure just before we got before we got taken over, you'll know that we were quite, we were just happy to win the odd game, quite honestly. There's a new breed of City fans out there. You get some of the people who were young when we had the takeover in their late teens and early 20s who are a little bit too arrogant about it, but generally everything's all right. I wouldn't take Bernard, wouldn't take Alaba even if he had 40 thieves with him. Yeah, see, Dog, I said a little bit what Rummenigge said. I say stuff them. I said this. I say stuff Bayern Munich, okay? I hope City are playing them. Yeah, let them, and I'll repeat my comment. Let Bayern Munich huff and puff. They can't blow our house down. Yeah, they can't push us around. And even if Sane says, I want to go, I would refuse to let him go. I'd let him play with the kids, send him home, fine him, whatever. Okay, I don't think it's going to go to that. I just want Bayern Munich to be slapped around the way they think they can do what they're saying. Stuff Karl here as a man, not respected. Uli Hoeneß, absolutely not respected. The jailbird Uli Hoeneß. Look, Mike, some City fans have said Angelino's awful and everything. He just needs time. You can't judge it on 2 preseason games when he's never played Pep's system before, and we've not always had the best team out there. Give him time. I'll ask you this. Who are these people? What's their pedigree? They've got an opinion. My opinion is Pep's banged in a 100-point season. Pep's banged in a 98-point season. He's won a domestic treble. He won 2 trophies before that. He's won 5 out of the last 6 trophies. Yeah? I'm disappointed with what happened in the Champions League. But whose opinion am I going to go with? I'm going to go with Pep's opinion and Chica's opinion rather than somebody who's been supporting City for a few minutes. Spencer Matt, no, City weren't as bad. Some trouble with tickets, and Bernard Halford, the way they ran things. But now, yeah, you can't approach City. I tried as a journalist. I wrote to City last week and said, if I want to ask you journalistic questions, can I, what can I use? I wrote to the press office. He said, I think it was within 20 minutes, they wrote back and said, you can send your questions to this email address, okay? So I sent them something after they announced what was going to happen with the away tickets. No response. No response. Yeah, Mike, some of the new supporters, they're a little bit, we call them clueless. Yeah, there's lots of words for them. They're not always of the best. Dog, I think City, a lot of City fans have not been fans. Yeah, you get some vocal ones who, I'm going to pigeonhole them, but a lot of them, younger fans, overseas, who say some of the most ridiculous things, in my opinion. Dog, I love Rodri, to be honest, just what I watched from the West Ham game. Rodri will get better. Everybody will get better and better. You see that. You've seen the way Raheem Sterling's come on in leap and bounds. Bernardo Silva. You've seen Zinchenko better this season than last season. You see our players getting better and better under Pep. And I'm sure Rodri and Angelino will do the same. Bernard, I think you got through just one swear word last night. Pride of myself. Well done, Bernard. Mucken, what about Bernabé? Look pretty comfortable in the front. Yeah, look, I think Bernabé will look good when he's playing with good players. Yeah, you get players like that. When I saw some of his games for the EBS or whatever last season, he wasn't as good because the players around him weren't as good. And, look at the ball he put out for David Silva. Now, which under-18 or under-21 player would have made that run like David did? Yeah, so I'm hopeful that Bernabé gets more time with the first team training and he can have a few more games than last season. Chris, yeah, I can't wait for the footy season to start. Bernard, next friendly's in is it 3 days' time against Kitchi in Hong Kong? Yeah, Dog, people forget that. They want to focus on the negative. Pep has got Angelino back for his attacking ability, not his defence. Yes, we want him to be a better defender, but it's his attacking that we want. Cheers, Mike. I don't know what stuff I know, but thanks. Who remembers the front of Main Road, open side door, and you could just stroll in? I don't think I could ever stroll in, mate. Tickets were hard to get when we were kids. Times were tough in the 70s and 80s, 3-day week and all that. Harry Kane scored from halfway line. Shame he can't square it. Absolutely, Bernard. Anytime Harry Kane, that's one thing that, is this the right word? Haunt me from that World Cup, that Harry Kane didn't make that pass. Harry Kane was thinking about himself and the golden boot. Whatever anybody tells me, that's what I'm going to say. Square the pass, England are in the final. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Square that ball, England are in the final. Mirgang Shah, hi mate, how you doing? All we talked about those disrespectful clowns over at Bayern Munich having a pop at Pep, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, after they've openly tapped up Leroy Sané for what appears like months. And I said, I just want City to stick their proverbial two fingers up at them and let them blow their hot air, and Sané won't go. Danny, to me, Man City was kitchen Wednesday, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. I don't have to pick my kids up till about 4, I think. So I'll be watching that. I'm really looking forward to that game at Kitchie. I'm really gutted. I'll say this again, no matter what other people say about money or anything, I'm really gutted I couldn't go to that tour. But life is life. You make your decisions. Well, partly I didn't go because of this weekend just gone. Working at Elveston Castle today and yesterday. That's why I'm dressed in the frilly shirt today, stepping it up a little bit. Let's have a look. You guys, let's be careful on the language now. Yeah, I've always said that. Let's try and, I know many of us may use colourful and choice languages at times, but on a public forum, I just want to keep it clean. Trust me, where I grew up, it was a rough area, very rough, and every second word was a swear word. But as you get older, you can generally control yourself, and let's try and keep it clean, because there are teenagers around, and we don't want to give them a bad impression. Yeah, Spencer, it's true. Yes, the kids. Some of the kids are approachable. I spoke to an EDS game. I spoke to several kids, got pictures. Very, very good. The kids are accommodating, because then they don't get that a lot. The big stars. Okay, look, I've had pictures with Ben Mendy and Zinchenko, Phil Foden. So some of them are, but that's when they're not playing. That's it. That's all right, CJW. Absolutely, Bernard. Security is important. You just don't know what someone's going to do. That's it. Look, Raheem's been attacked. Yeah, outside the training, outside the ground. So you just don't know. So people got to be careful. Yeah, Mike, Howard Bellis looks so comfortable. I'm really, really looking forward to his next two games. His next two games are crucial for the kid, I think, as to how much game time he's going to get with the first team this season. Crucial. And McCunn Crane is already on 30 goals for the season after scoring the Age Trophy, the Copper and AFCON. Yeah, he's claimed a lot of goals. See, Doug, I don't know what. I think a lot of the Kevin De Bruyne was some brilliant. You got to just watch the highlights, mate. Kevin De Bruyne, brilliant passes. Sterling, okay, he didn't score, but he put some good playing. We had about 6 or 7 decent chances that first half. So, when we've got that first team out, we can cruise past teams. It's just a shame we didn't score goals. I mean, Wolves are going to be a tough team to beat again this season. Chris, I think someone's asked that a day before. And Nolita was so-so, I think. Nolita was a so-so signing. He just couldn't settle here. And I think he said his children were changing colour. They were becoming lighter. Yeah, sorry, mate. Spencer Mark. Yeah. To be honest, I couldn't go during the week. I was at school. My dad, there was so much trouble in and around in our area. There was racism, and my dad was. The thing is, in those days, all you ever heard about football on the telly with the crowds was hooliganism. And you used to see people fighting and stabbings, and it was just my old man just wouldn't let us go for many, many years because he was worried about all that sort of stuff. Migrant Banu, same tax for Bale now. Thiago Alcantara made comments about him. They're all at it. Stuff them. I hate Bayern. I don't hate them, but I hate what they're doing. Nah, Chriswell. Angelina's going to come good. We wouldn't have got him back if he wasn't. I didn't know that, Mike. I've not looked at Kitchie. I mean, look, the Hong Kong league isn't that huge. Let's be honest. Bernard, I don't think Bravo's been the worst player. He had a bad first season. Now I think I'm happy with. I am actually comfortable with Bravo. Yes, he'll make the odd clanger, but I'm actually comfortable. And this in a season, he'll make a couple of clangers. But I'm comfortable with Bravo now. I really am. Bailey's 30 and past his best. He's apparently going to China. I can't see Bill going to China. I really don't think it's worth his while to go to China and play crap football. If I was Bale, honestly, I'd stick at Real Madrid. He's left on a contract that's paying him about 25 million a year. I'd just say to Real Madrid, pay me 50 million, I'll leave. You don't pay me 50 million, I'll stay here like a bad smell. And Real Madrid will have to let him go. Real Madrid cannot afford to keep him and not play him. Migrant, what you're saying is the PL is not ready for what Kevin is about to do this season. Yeah, I think a lot of us are feeling if Kevin stays fit, we are going to be a better team. And Pep said the same. Doesn't mean we're going to get 98 or 100 points. We could be a better team and get 90 points. We just don't know. Wow, Bernard's sticking the knife in on poor Claudio Bravo. Mike James, Bravo is good. Pep just work. I don't think he's Pep's worth. I still don't think he's worth signing. Wow, what CJW said. Wow. I don't mind Bravo, honestly, Mike. You know, anybody see? Look, I think it's much better the second season than the first. So now last season he was injured. Let's see. He's a good. What I like is he's a good, experienced backup keeper. Let's get you back down. Let's see on StreamYard what we're up to. KDB's a rock star. KDB's, fingers crossed, he's going to be the best player in the Premier League this season. Nah, I'm 51 years old, okay, and bald and overweight. Well, bald doesn't matter as a footballer, but I can hardly run now, honestly. So, Bernard, you played midfield and switched to keeper. Well, I used to play midfield because I used to try to play out wide. In middle of the park, I was lost. So I like to play out wide, whether I was left wing, left midfield, right wing, or full back. Even played in goal for one game. That was a bad idea because we had no keeper. No one wanted to go. We were going to lose anyway, so I went in, and it was poor. I'm too short. Still in the best place seasons by far. I don't know. So what's Mike had? Vegan bolognese. To be honest, Mike, I've had a lively day food wise. I had nothing. I had nothing to eat today. I had a couple of bananas, 1.5 liters of water, and then I went to my mum's house tonight, and I had some spinach curry, and that's it. Got a really bad headache. Gerard Unicorn, how many glasses do you have? I have probably still 15 or 20 pairs of sunglasses. I used to have a lot more, but not. But over time, my kids break them. I break them, scratch them. But I loved it when they changed the rule that you couldn't pick up a back pass. I loved that when they did that. I want football to be quicker. I want more action. I don't want some games you're having 60 minutes of the ball in play. I want a lot more of the ball in play. Who do you prefer, Edison or Alisson? I prefer Edison. Look, I would certainly not say Alisson is way better. I think Alisson, their argument is because he's playing for Brazil. That's the only argument they've really got. But look, if he was in the side before Edison really came through, then he's got that number 1 jersey sewn up. Unless Alisson makes a few cock-ups, what reason have Brazil got to put Edison in? Even though Edison's a great distributor of the ball, I think it's unless Alisson makes some cock-ups, Edison's going to struggle to get in that Brazil team. Hi, Abhishek. I'm all right. I'm very tired, Abhishek. Very tired. I've got this stream. I've got about another 10 minutes on this stream, guys. I'll get through some more news. Yeah, Spencer Mac, it's gonna be very tough this season. A lot of teeth in trouble, I think, with VAR. But hey, look, I think we need a couple of seasons of this, and then we'll get over it. Same as anything else. When rule changes come through, yeah, it takes a little time to get used to it, and then that the same thing happens with VAR. It takes us a couple of seasons to get used to it, get it sorted, iron out the problems, and then we'll say, hopefully, that we will wonder what we did without it. My other bit of news, okay. Now, it looks like, the rumour is that Harry Maguire is going to Man United for 80 million quid. 80 million quid, okay? Now, it was in the Mail and some other papers. They've said that the only way City can afford Harry Maguire for FFP is to sell Otamendi and Mangala. I will call them out and say that's a load of smelly horse poo. Okay, it's a pile of smelly horse poo. I'm 100% confident if City want to buy Harry Maguire for 80 million quid, there's no issue, absolutely no issue with FFP. I'm going to call out any of these newspapers who talk about FFP and say we need to sell Otamendi and Mangala and whatever, and we've got FFP issues. We haven't got FFP issues. I'll do this very quickly, okay? And I'm sorry if some of you don't understand, but I'll do it very quickly. If we get Harry Maguire for 80 million quid on a 5-year contract, only 16 million goes through our profit and loss accounts, which is what FFP is worried about as amortization, okay? That's the length of the transfer fee divided by the length of the contract. 80 million divided by 5. 60 million goes through the bank accounts every season, the profit and loss account. If we pay Harry Maguire 200 grand a week, that's 10 million that goes through the books. So that's Harry Maguire's costing us somewhere in the region of 25 to 26 million a year. Okay. Our kit deal with Puma, we're pulling in an extra 40, at least 40 million a year, 45 million from Puma. 45 million a year covers 25 million. The TV deal, I think we're going to get an extra 12 million this year. Okay, so we're already, remember, Harry Maguire is going to cost, I said it's going to cost us about 26 million. We're already pulling in an extra 12 for the TV deal and 45 for Puma, at least 57, a few more sponsorship. We're pulling in easily 60 million of new money, which way overshadows the 26 that Harry Maguire would cost. If we want Harry Maguire, we have no issues with FFP. I'm not saying I think so. I know so. We have no issue with FFP for Harry if we wanted to pay that money. We just don't think he's value. That's the issue. I don't think VAR is going to ruin City. I think, look, VAR would have disallowed Bowley's handball goal. VAR would have given us a few more penalties. I'm sure of it. VAR would have taken 1 or 2 away, but I think we'll get more than we lose. There's a risk that Liverpool will lose a lot. They might not, but I think Liverpool will lose a few penalties that they got this season. They won't get them next season. Mike James, Man City, Liverpool and Basel are monitoring Fenerbahce keeper. I've heard about the Berk Oza. Look, if we buy Berk Oza, it's to be loaned out and to sell on at a profit. He's never going to play for City. Mark my words. Gerrard is a spy. Yeah, Gerrard Unicorn. I've not seen what Gerrard said, but he already sounded very dodgy. And it's a funny one, you know. You look at someone like Gerrard Unicorn, yeah? Let's have a quick swig and I'll tell you what I think about Gerrard Unicorn. Now, here we go. Gerrard Unicorn. He subscribed to no channels. He has no content on his channel. He's a troll. He's a troll. So let's block him. There you go, Gerrard. Enjoy being blocked, Gerrard Unicorn. VAR is Spencer Mark VAR isn't bent. I think there's just going to be mistakes. It's going to be an opportunity for people to make some decisions that aren't good. Mike James, Liverpool scored 8 offside goals in the play. Yeah, I think they'll get some and they'll lose some. Mike James, no, but the Etihad deals are ongoing. I'm talking about new money, okay? When I talk about buying new players, we're spending new money. So I want to counterbalance that with new money coming in. So if we were saying last year we weren't break even, we were comfortably in the black. If I say last year we were break even, when we're spending another 25 million every season from now on, I want to see 25 million coming in. And I've said 60 million is coming in. Nah, Spencer Matt, we will not do that, Spencer Matt. We will. I said we can sign Maguire and he will not cause us an issue with financial fair play. That's my point. Not that we won't sign him, or he will not cause us an issue with financial fair play. Gerrard slips again. Mike, do you think I could start a channel debunking and why not? I would do it, Mike. You know, all you need to do, it's something I proposed last season for Andy. I said we should do something where we talk about do some videos on myths, and I call it the Mythbuster series. And I thought it'd be really, really good. The idea was you have this content ready for whenever either you can't do videos or something comes up at the last minute. But last year Andy wasn't unfortunately up for that idea of having stuff in the bank. He's doing it now because it's a sensible thing to do, because in the past he could generally dump on me at the last minute and we'd work something out. But when you're working more on your own, you've got to have backup content. Spencer, I don't want Maguire. I didn't. And what I'm saying is, Spencer Mac, not that I want him or don't want him. I don't want him. What I'm saying is we can afford him. It's got nothing to do with FFP. Yeah, these newspapers think people are clueless on FFP, don't know anything, and they can say whatever BS they want. And I'm telling you, it's BS. Absolute smelly horse poo. Mike James, there is so much garbage out there. You could do that, Mike. Mike, talk to me. If you want to do it with me, do it on our channel. You can do. We can have chats about stuff, and we can put a video out every week or something. Or you can do your own channel. I'm quite happy to give you some tips if that'll help you grow. 2 minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Migrant, from what I remember, the Puma deal was 65 mil. Yeah. The Puma deal is for the whole of the City Football Group. That's 65 mil a year. Okay, I thought it was 65 million quid, Mirigang. We're getting about 15 to 17 from Nike. So what I look at it and say, we're getting an extra 50 million quid a year. Some of that will go to our sister clubs like Girona, Melbourne City, Club Atletico Talk, and the club in China. So we'll spread a few million will go over there. The rest will go to City. So City will get 45 to 50 million quid. I see. That's why I say 45 million quid extra every year. Oh, CJW starting to bore us, mate. It's really starting to bore us. I think we get you blocked. Mike James, please do not talk about net spend. It's just a fallacy. It's one of those things Liverpool would talk about. If we make fun of Liverpool for the way they go on about net spend, then you could argue it's a bit hypocritical to talk about it ourselves. Well, just because we've done good for 1 year. Spencer Mark, the Adidas deal helped Man United massively. Yeah, look, they were getting 75 million quid a year. I think it's down to 60 now because 2 years outside the Champions League, it goes down to 60. But 60 million quid a year is still a massive amount. Danny Tuomi, Bravo bought the super keeper technique to the Premier League and changed things. Yeah, he just didn't do it very well. He wasn't very good at making saves. Big rank start, the calculation makes sense. Mate, the numbers are dead easy. The numbers are dead easy. If you say that we are complying with FFP in the past, then any new money we spend has to be counterbalanced by new money coming in. And what have we spent? We bought Rodri for 60 million. Okay. Now we've given him a 5-year deal. Rodri's costing us, I think, about 17 million a year. That's just a guess. Okay. Angelino's going to cost us 2 million a year. That's 19. And Maguire would have cost us 25, 26. So that's 19 plus 26, 45. City are getting an extra 60 million a year just from the deals I've talked about. And any small sales we've had, yeah, we'll get a little bit well. So everything adds up. There's not a problem. CC Dog. Yeah, there's a lot of fake accounts, guys. A lot of fake accounts, but let's not worry. Whoever's off, see you guys. See you, Chris. Realizing, I'm just going to put it out there, okay? Rodri's 22 years old. When Sane came, Sane was on 60 grand a week. I don't believe we will pay Rodri anywhere near 100 grand a week. I'm using 100 grand as my marker, okay? I'm using 100, but I don't think he might not even be getting that. There's no way we're paying him 200 grand a week. What we're doing is come in, like we do with everybody. Come in, show what you can do, prove yourself. If you do well, you'll get rewarded. And I think that's the way it's going to work. Cheers, Solo Tarsus. Thanks very much, mate. Look, the numbers are very easy for me, so that's why I like talking numbers. Spencer the Mark, City doing the biz. Yeah, absolutely. Look, Sane, how can you pay? We paid Sane 60 grand a week. Chelsea were paying Danny Drinkwater 120 grand a week. No brainer. See you, Danny. Have a good evening, mate. No, Mike, I don't think Rodgers is up to 150. I would be shocked. When you're talking about some of our top players on 200 grand a week, there's no way Rodgers on 150. I'll state my reputation on him, Mike. I can't see it. I just can't see it. Spencer Matt Digger signed 350 grand a week. Digger signed a contract. 5-year contract. It's worth about 85 million over 5 years. All right, Kamal, we're about to go. Kamal, mate, I don't know why you turned up so late. I'll give you a minute, Kamal, if you've got any quick questions. But I'm just about to go, guys. Just about to go. And I'll put the... That's the Bolt from the Blue, okay? If you go on Twitter for Bolt from the Blue, then you can get the podcast that he does. Great podcast. You've got Colin Savage, very, very knowledgeable person, writes for King of the Kippax. He used to be an accountant. He knows his numbers. You've got Mike, big City fan. He's an English professor over in South Korea. And yours truly. Guys, I got to go. You have good nights. Kamal, next time, get on a little bit earlier. Kamal, what's Kamal watching? Hi, Cole. Thanks very much for your help, Cole. See you, Mukund, Bernard, and everybody else. Take it easy, guys. See you guys. Take it easy now. That's our stream done for the night. Let me close this time.